Hi there, this is Linda
And Rachel.
and we are at a park that I walk at every day in the morning, and I'm going to run you through some stretches that I do that you can do anywhere, but at a park you can use the picnic tables. I'm going to show you some stretches, and then falling down logs, trunks of trees for plantar fasciitis, etc., etc. Ready?
All right, I'm ready.
So the first stretch, yeah, Rufus, it's like a seated warrior. So what you're going for is your toes being aligned and pushing your heel back, and then dropping your knee so that this starts getting stretched. Then you're going to breathe behind that to stretch it from the inside, and do it again. And you can do this as many times as you want. You just want to make sure you're not doing wonky things with your toes. There's all kinds of little nuances, and then you switch sides.
So the purpose of the bench is what? Just to offer you some...
The purpose of the bench is to offer support so that you're not having to be like this or like this. It's a little less intense being on the bench, but it's just something you can do in the middle of a walk.
And then it helps because of your Ehlers-Danlos?
It helps because everybody's psoas muscle gets tight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those muscles that a physical therapist can't really get at. They can only help you stretch it.
Right, because it
And
runs through.
It runs through, and this keeps, like then when you go to walk, your hips have been opened up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try it?
Sure.
So you're like
Yep,
this?
like that. Yep.
And then my butt's on the...
Yep.
It's supporting you. And so you want to think about, alignment.
Yep.
And then you're going to breathe into here.
So I can feel like right through here, it's like stretching really well.
Yep.
Like down my quad. And I can feel
Right.
it in my glute and in my hamstrings.
Yep. And you should feel it in a bit in your groin
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
Yep. And then switch sides.
My hip just cracked.
Yep. And I like how you're keeping your toes aligned so that you're not putting any extra pressure on any one thing. Yep. And you're dropping your hip really nicely. And then the breathing part is super important, because if you don't breathe behind the muscle, you're not going to get nearly as much stretch out of it.
Yeah, and that's something I always have to remember, especially when I'm doing yoga, is to breathe. Because I think everybody naturally holds their breath when you're supposed to be breathing through
and that's
it.
what some
Yeah.
of this, why we're doing this. Can that see? I can do it on here. The next stretch, you might not want to do this in front of people, but you get yourself on the thing, on the bench. You can do that on the end of a bed too. Hold one knee. This is also for the psoas, and then you want it so that this leg can really dangle, and then you're pulling on this and breathing into here. And then you switch sides. Same thing.
So that helps because your legs are a little bit up higher, and then
Yeah.
you're getting the stretch from the
Right.
gravity.
And a lot of what I like, and then you just have to be careful getting up that you don't tweak your lower back.
Okay.
But what I like about it is that you get more stretch because your leg's dangling than if you were doing that on the floor.
Like this.
Yeah. And when I had this one physical therapist, he would wrap his leg and
Oh,
just
yeah.
like crank on it, and
I
that
can
was
feel that.
woo, sensational. Yeah. So if you have someone to do this for you,
Oh yeah, that feels good.
yeah, and then breathe. Yep. Send it right behind the muscle that you're feeling stretched. Yeah, it's probably not. Yep. Yummy, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. And it's so beautiful out. Like it's really warm, but there's like a beautiful breeze, and just the tree, you hear the trees rustling, and it's just very peaceful.
And the last one, this I prefer to do on a log, but if you don't have a log, you can jimmy yourself in here and let your arms splay open and do little snow angels to figure out what's tight. Breathe into your pec muscles. And then when they let go, feel how your chest opens up. The other thing you can do is put yourself in a little butterfly position with your feet and then you can breathe behind your pubic bone, and that opens up your hips as well. And having both of them open at the same time is pretty glorious.
So that's just like a really good opening exercise. You're
and
opening
what's
up
nice-
everything.
Yeah, what's nice about it is that because you're not on the floor, your arms and your legs can go out further. And especially when you're on the log and having that on your spine, it's like your body, when it's always curling in, can open up like this.
And then you're getting the energy from the tree too.
Oh yeah,
from
and
the
you're
log.
staring at the
Yes.
sky, and it's a beautiful thing. The way that I get up is I put my hands in my SI joint, I engage my abs and come up.
Mhm.
That's not going to work for everybody. But you can, figure out how to roll over. Just be careful how you get up.
Right, you just don't want to jerk yourself up.
No, because, your lower back may have gotten relaxed, and you don't want to tweak anything.
Oh yeah, this feels like after I get done working and I roll myself out with a foam roller, I put it in the middle of my back and just kind of stretch.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels
But
nice.
do you feel how you get even more in here?
Yeah, I can feel like my shoulders. How do you do your legs?
So you have to put your right foot down.
Oh, my other right.
foot. Yeah. Now angle it out so that you're under the table.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
that part, the thing about doing it on a log is that it requires more balance depending on how wide the log is. Yep. And then you breathe down into your pelvis. And when you exhale, let everything soften and open. Because if you're still opening or you're still holding on to something because you're stressed or you're just used to carrying tension, you just gotta let it go. So you get a stretch from the inside on the inhale, and then when you deflate on the exhale, there's less space and then there's more dropping into the position that you're in. You
Yeah,
like?
that feels amazing on my shoulders.
And
like in
then, darling,
through here.
go ahead and get up, however is going to work for you. And then I want you to check in about how your energy feels. Like when you stand and you feel your feet on the ground. Do you feel different?
Yeah, I feel like I've been meditating.
Yeah.
Like I feel
And it was quick, and it's better on a log,
Yeah.
which is where